Hey everybody, I am Hugo, one of the co-creators of Roxxem, and that's Holland on there as well, who's one of the co-creators of Roxxem. And actually, I guess people can't see me, so let me kind of shift my window over here. Oops. Well, I guess Holland's showing up, but Roxxem is about engaging your students with authentic music. And, that's why we think it's the perfect app for Manie Musicale. So Holland and I are both language teachers. Holland taught French and Spanish, and I taught Chinese. And so we loved using music with our own students. And so that's why we wanted to build Roxxem, and we think this is such a great app to use for Manie Musicale. It's really new, so I just wanted to kind of introduce a little bit about what Roxxem is and how you can use it in your classes. So the first thing,
no worries. I won't call it Manie Musicale. I know it's Manie Musicale, c'est ça.
Thank you, French teacher.
I'm using your pronunciation a little bit.
Thank you. So the first thing is we have a lot of songs already, so you don't have to go and look for songs. We have all the Manie songs with lyrics and translations, and it's just a way, using music to make your class fun and engaging, right? We have games, we kind of have interactive lessons, but it's authentic music. It's real language, and I think it's a great way to improve your students' listening skills. And at the same time, you can also make classes, you can assign lessons, and you can kind of track to see what students are learning, what they understand. So kind of let's look in and dive a little bit more deeply, kind of step by step. How would we get started with Roxxem? Well, the first thing is we have all the Manie Musicale songs. We have a playlist on our website right here. You just see all the songs, as well as other popular French songs. And then you just click into a song. The first thing you can do is just look at the interactive video. So you can play this in class. We have sort of the music video. We have lyrics that are synced to the time. We have timestamps. You can, and I'll show this kind of the app in progress or like live in a second. Then you can play Roxxem Live, which is sort of our classroom game. Sort of like Kahoot, but with a song. And so that's something really easy to get started with. Then, and all those are free. And if you want to be part of our pro teacher plan, then you can also make classes. You can invite students to your class. You can assign videos. You can assign lessons. You can assign sort of games as well. So let's check it out. Let's check it out and kind of see how it actually works. So this is Roxxem. This is the web version. You can also look at the it works on iOS, works on Android. So we have all sorts of different platforms. But let's go to a Manie Musicale song, and then let's just pick this one. I may be mispronouncing it, right? De color vives. And then, so, the first thing you can do is just go and listen to the song. We have the YouTube music video here. Is something you can just play in class, as I'm sure many of you do. And so I can kind of, I hope everyone can hear me, by the way. So I hope
yeah, we can hear you.
Sounds coming through, yeah. So you can play the video, you can kind of see the lyrics, they kind of show up, the timestamp. If you want, you can kind of turn on the translation or turn it off, depending on if you want to show that. We have translations to all the lyrics. You can click on a song, lyric.
Je ne peux plus.
You can kind of see, we could divide the lyric up into kind of words and phrases. You can kind of see the translation. You can kind of, kind of show your students that way. You can kind of repeat the lyric. So that's just a really simple way to interact with the song. And then based on that, we have these games, right? Like lyric puzzle, like Whack-A-Word, that you can play with your students. You can play live, you can assign as an activity for homework. And we also have these song lessons. So kind of, if we just kind of go into a lesson really quickly, we can kind of see, so there's a lyric, and then, you know, if I so kind of lyric by lyric, and we have all the words in the lyrics, and you go into
Tous ces
lyric,
bruits.
you can kind of learn
Tous ces
the words.
bruits.
You can do like, we have different question types, we have definitions, we have to put in order, we have, you know, sort of listening, and sort of lyric meaning and word meaning. So these are just different ways to interact with the song. And so, you know, all these activities, all these lessons are kind of designed for language students to really kind of understand the song, but kind of in a fun way, in a way that we think you know, makes language learning fun, because that's really what is that motivation piece is so important, especially for students. So one thing, so that's just a really quick intro into the app. One thing I wanted to do is actually play like live classroom game. We can play it in this webinar. You know, I'll host the video. I think Holland, you might want to take over, but I'll host the video. And then you guys can join on your devices and we can actually play a game. So the first question I guess I have for you guys is, let's pick one of these songs to play live with. Which song would you like to play with of the 16 Manie songs?
Any favorites?
Yeah. Casse de
Cas départ.
Casse de pas. All right, we have one vote for that. Let's do that then. Any other favorites?
All right. Yeah, we can give this one a shot. We can give this one a
All right,
shot.
Holland, so
Yeah.
you can take over.
Yeah. So once you've selected the song, to get started with your class, all you have to do is click play live game. And here you'll have the have a couple of settings that you can choose to get the game set up. Word is a good one to get started with. And then you can also turn on random nicknames for anybody who has issues with their students choosing names in class. None of us have ever had issues with the names our students choose, right? And then you can also turn on video controls if you like.
Let's not play with random nicknames. But the students would kind of join as Missy D or one of the other, you know, popular French musicians, which is kind of fun. But let's create the game. And so on any of your device, you could be in your web browser, you could be in your app. You can just go to roxxem.com/live.
You can do this on your phone. Yeah.
Any advantage to your phone as opposed to your computer?
The mobile app is a little slicker, I'd say. You know, because there's a lot of touching, so it might be a little easier.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, when you're moving at the speed of the song, you know, being able to use your thumbs to quickly tap on the words that you're hearing can be a little bit easier than trying to click.
Holland, I turned on video controls, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we have Delphine.
Hang on 1 second.
And I am joining as well.
3, 0,
All right.
5, 6.
Cool. So one thing you might see actually on your screen, on the player screen, is you can choose your powers. That's something that students, I think, really like, especially if the students who like games. There are different kinds of powers. You can pick 2 out of the powers, and they can help you get a higher score. So it's kind of that gamification element.
May I ask you to repeat that? I see somebody loves that feature and I was still writing my name. You said what?
So if you look at the bottom of your screen when you're joining as a player, you can see you have powers. Under your name, you can see your powers.
Oh,
So each player gets 2 powers. So so this is what makes the live game interactive. You're not just kind of listening to the song, but you're also kind of interacting with the other players actually and using your powers. It's kind of introduces the element of kind of randomness and skill, which it just makes it a little bit more fun.
Okay. So hang on. Choose 2 powers.
It's not letting me change my powers.
If you press choose powers, are you able to?
I can see them all, but if I,
So
wait.
when you see your 2 current powers, you need to click on one of them, and that will, because you can only pick 2. So
Right.
click on one of the current powers that should take it off.
oh,
Oh, thank you.
got it.
But thank you for the question and for the feedback. Some of you may know, I literally added this game 1 week ago, so it's still kind of a work in progress, and it'll be more.
Would you be so kind
So
to
thank you.
restate how to change the current powers to the available one? Because I'm
Yeah,
not successful.
so what you need to do is, so under current powers.
Yeah.
You see 2 powers, and so they're like the circle icon is a button. You have to click on it. Click on one of
Okay.
them, and it will be removed from your current powers. Does that work for you?
Oh, it just did.
There you go. But I can see how that's a little confusing, so I'll make that easier.
Thank you. And then any suggestion to help a beginner?
It depends. There are 2 kinds of powers. One of them is basically messing with other players, which that maybe if that's what you like, you can kind of steal people's score, or you can.
I think I'm gonna be
Back
too
then.
busy playing.
Yeah, if you just want to kind of focus on getting all the questions right, I would say critical strike is a good power.
Uh-huh.
And it increases your score, and also second chance. because
Bingo. Thank you.
Kind of saves your streak.
So then you just X out.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and then you'll see your powers show up. Did everyone join? Let's see.
Got 9 people in.
Is everyone ready? All right,
Let's do it.
I think we can get started.
All right. So start game, and let's see how this goes.
What a word means.
So the video is playing, right? And then I can control, as a teacher, I can control the video, and I can kind of, control the speed. I can go back and forth if I need to, depending how much help students need or what they need. So Holland, if you want me to do something, just let me know, because I'm the
Okay.
one.
Sounds good. And so you can see the circles down there in the lyrics, and you're going.
Hello? Uh-oh.
Song plays, you tap on the missing lyric from the song. All right, let's give it a shot.
All right.
Alors, on va voir, quoi. Tu sais, c'est le retour à rien. Casez pas. Tu penses qu'ils vont comprendre? Ok. 1, 2, 3, on y va, on y va. 4, 5, 6, bébé, on a du vif. 7, 8, 9, dans mon panier, 10. C'est le son de ma musique, je calcule et j'en profite.
Okay.
3, on y va, on y va. 4, 5, 6, bébé,
We got a question, Hugo.
I don't see the text or the words whacking on my screen. Am I
no.
missing a place to? It
Oh,
says
no.
wait for the host. Me too. It says wait for the host to
Same.
start the game.
Oh, no.
Same.
I also see that. Well,
Yep.
seems like we encountered an error with the game. Let's see. That's not good. Yeah, so I just pushed an update about 30 minutes ago, so I think that may have broken it.
Could it be Zoom interacting or blocking with the game?
I don't think so.
Because I know through Zoom, like there's certain apps or things that I couldn't do while I was remote. But Stephanie says it was working well in
Yeah, I think
class, so
we have pushed. Holland, do you still have your app up? Let's see if we can save this. Like the non, like, if you still have your web page up, Colin,
Yeah.
like from like an hour ago.
Oh, no, I closed it from earlier.
Okay, well, it seems like this may not have worked. Let me try something else. Let's try it this way. We have to kind of restart. Let's try restarting. And
So-
see if this works. And so this is the random nickname one. I wonder if I broke something when I push this update. So now everyone is just joining as a random musician.
Ouais, c'est moi.
Oh,
Je suis Vanessa Paradis.
continue, sign up with email, continue with Apple. No, I just want to play Roxxem.
Yeah, so if you go to roxxem.com/live, you do not need to join with an account. So students can just join without putting in any information. It's pretty easy to get started. All right.
That's a really fun idea to put the musicians' names as the nicknames. That's awesome.
I thought so. And I'm sorry, I think this broke live temporarily. I'm gonna fix this. Are we all joined? Let's try again. Let's see if this works.
Hang on 1 second. Live, go.
On va voir.
Oh, I'm not in it.
No,
I'm
we're not
sorry.
in.
Retour
Yeah.
à ses pas. Je pense qu'ils vont comprendre.
Yeah, still waiting on the host.
Oh, well.
My phone screen, when you must have hit it, kind of glitched or moved, but nothing happened.
Mine
Wait.
looks like I'm in.
Yeah, I think I know what
Oh.
happened. It's gonna take me about 15 minutes to fix it though. So unfortunately, I think it's not gonna work out for this webinar.
Definitely worked for Stephanie. Look,
But
Stephanie's got 300 points, it looks like.
Whoa, go
someone's
Stephanie.
in somehow.
Someone did.
She's the best.
I'm not sure how you got in, but congratulations.
4, 5, 6, bébé, on a du vice. 7, 8, 9, dans mon bagne. 10,
C'est le son de ma musique. Je
calcule,
calcule les gens trop vite.
1, 2, 3,
On y va, on y va.
Okay.
It looks like we have some players.
Bébé,
who are-
on a du bis. C'est le son de ma musique.
Stephanie, are you on your computer as opposed to a phone? I wonder if that's something.
Pour la famille et pour maman, fanatique de rom-com, so la baby love son, poétique.
So it does look like we have a couple people who are in somehow. So nice.
I refreshed and then entered my join code and I was able to get in.
You refreshed and you were able to get in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We do some French and some English.
All right. Looks like the join codes. Let's try that. 755
The men falling with the group.
21
755 what?
755 210.
210.
So we just oh yeah, if you refresh the page, you can get in. Great.
Oh, sweet. Edith Piaf.
So again, sorry about that, but it does look like we can at least play a little bit.
There's two of us. Is that Michelle who also got ADP now?
Comme le fait Gabi, Serena, Naomi, Match, poétique du 5e à son 2022. Bien témoin, je suis de retour à 1.
How's the speed? Do you guys want it to be slower or anything like that?
No, I just want to be able to play.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm on a mute.
Dans mon panier, 10, c'est le son de ma musique. Je calcule et j'en profite. 1, 2, 3, on y va, on y va. 4, 5, 6, bébé, on a du vice. 7,
So if you refresh the page and then you put in the join code, you should be able to.
calcule et j'en profite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Le retour à 1, le retour à 1, le retour à 1. Et cause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Le retour à 1, casse départ. Le retour à 1, et cause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Could you restate the code once more?
It's 755210.
Okay, thank you.
And if you're playing with your students, they should also be able to see the join code up at the top of the screen there too.
Okay, now it looks like I'll be able to get in.
Yeah, I'm in now too.
Yuppie.
Yay!
Okay, yay, I want to play.
Great, we can play a little bit. Sorry, again, sorry about that. But I'm glad we were able to at least join. All right, ready to keep going?
Hey, things, bébé. 1, 2, 3, on y va, on y va. 4, 5, 6, bébé, on a du beat. 7, 8, 9 dans mon panier. 10, c'est le son de la musique, je calcule le temps. 1, 2, 3, on y va, on y va. 4, 5, 6, bébé, on a du beat. 7, 8, 9 dans mon panier. 10, c'est le son de ma musique, je calcule et j'en profite. Le retour à 1, case départ.
All right, and that's the end of the song.
This is cool.
Fun. Woo!
So Amaya wins. Congratulations.
Woo! That was addictive.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad we were able to kind of rescue this from this wouldn't, I think this would not have been a good ending to the webinar otherwise, but I'm glad we were able to play. So yeah, how did that feel for you? And any questions or thoughts?
so what's the other game? There's the Whack-A-Word. Is there another live game?
So Lyric Puzzle is our other game at the moment.
And can you do that live too or not?
Next week, you probably will be able to do it live. I have to add it. But right now you can assign it for homework.
Cool.
So that's a fun game. That's sort of like a tile matching game if you kind of want to see that. I'll just kind of show it real quick.
And did you say that you could do it at a reduced speed for students?
Yes, you can control it like 75% speed. I think some students find that helpful, and you can also pause it. So this is the Lyric Puzzle is sort of another game. So where you kind of, it's sort of like if you like Candy Crush, you kind of match words together. So
Hugo, when I did it at reduced speed for my students, the speed was perfect for my students, but the things lagged. So I don't. But I also have terrible Wi-Fi in my room, so it could be that. So I'm going to try it again.
yeah,
Somewhere else where we have better Wi-Fi.
I
But
think it's something we need to work on. Like, do you have any problems with like say Kahoot or Quizlet Live or something like that when it syncs, or GimKit?
sometimes I do, yeah. So
So it might be a
I think
combination.
it might have just been
'Cause
my
I
Wi-Fi.
think we do need to optimize it for. So I think that's something that will get better in the next few days as well. The lag. Hopefully right now it was okay for you. Any other questions? It's too fast.
We'll get that bug fixed right away to
Yeah, I know it's called.
you don't have to refresh to join.
The other thing, I mentioned this in the chat, but
Yes.
like if you assign a lesson, you can actually, and I haven't done this yet with students. Well, I did it tried it with a couple of kids, but you can assign just part of a song. So like if you're teaching novices, you can just assign the chorus, for example, and have them and do the puzzles that help them learn what the chorus means or something like that. So if you're doing, if you're analyzing part of the song or something, I think that's nice that you can really customize it if you're creating an assignment.
Yeah, thank you for that. That's something I definitely wanted to add, because sometimes we don't have time to teach like the whole song. So maybe we just focus on the important parts. So that's something that Roxxem supports.
So Thursday and Friday I was out and I assigned all 16 songs, but I chose the lyrics, the chorus only. And then the kids picked the 6 songs that they wanted to focus on over the 2 days. They loved it. I just don't know how do I see how they did? Like is there a way to do that?
Yeah, if you go to your teacher dashboard. see. And you go on, if you click on classes, you should be able to see your assignments. And then if you click here, if you click like submissions, and I'm gonna probably expand this into like a bigger like whole assignment sort of page, but you'll be able to see the students and sort of what they did and their progress. So like this student, for example, has done 1 out of 3 of the assigned lyrics. There was also if you shared an assignment link, there might have been a bug with saving it though. So I don't know if that occurred for you, which has been fixed. But it should just show up in your dashboard otherwise.
Hugo, does it save their progress automatically, or do they have to like hit submit or something?
It should save automatically.
Okay, that's good.
So whenever they finish a lyric, it'll kind of upload.
Okay, cool.
Hugo, we've got a question about privacy and data collection.
So Roxxem, our privacy policies are on our website, Roxxem /privacy, and we absolutely comply with all data privacy laws out there, and we are happy to, and I think we've already signed a few data privacy agreements with schools. We do not collect any student personally identifiable data, except the ones that they need to like make an account, and then we obviously track their progress doing assignments. That's the only kind of data that we collect.
And that's just for live. No, or for
non for live. Yeah, for live, as you see, like you don't need an account, so there is no data that's collected.
Yeah.
Great. Are there any other questions or comments?
Are you still offering the pro trial for Manie Musicale?
Yes.
teacher?
Yes. So if you are a Manie Musicale teacher and you would like to try the pro teacher tier of Roxxem, just make a free account and then email us at hello@roxxem.com, and we will give you a no credit card 1 month free trial for which should take you through the tournament. So try it out and just let us know what
Thank you.
But what
Yeah,
does the pro give you?
well, I think I have a page about this. Thank you for bringing that up. So I think we have a pretty nice free plan actually. So the Roxxem live game we saw, except some of the settings, is free. So you just play that with your students. All the songs are free. So you could even just share the link with the student and they could look at it. But if you want classes and assignments, that is part of our pro teacher plan. So inviting students to a class, assigning things for homework and kind of tracking their progress. And that's $10 a month, monthly, and I think $60 yearly. And if you have, a school or something, you can just email us and, we can have some sort of group discount as well. And I think that's fair. As the teachers ourselves, we want Roxxem to be, affordable. I think it's one of the many tools that teachers use. And so I think this is something that I think schools can probably afford. It's $6 per teacher per year. So that includes all the students. It's not per student seat based. Students, once they're in a class, they have access to all the features of Roxxem. And so that's our pro plan. And there's a 2-week free trial generally.
And Stephanie has
1 month right now as a special offer. What?
And Stephanie has a question in chat about student progress tracking.
A lot of stats are being saved. It's not being displayed right now because I'm working on adding more detail. What are you looking for? Or actually, I do save a bunch of things. Stephanie, could you speak to that a little bit?
I
What are you
wanna
looking
see,
for in terms of student? Yeah.
how
what-
long they spent on it, like,
duration?
you know,
Okay.
like whether or not like they learned it, you know, some kids might learn it really quickly and some kids might have, you know, struggled, and I want to take that into consideration when I'm looking at them. I don't know how many, I don't know if you could see how, like how many tries it took them to get them all right. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, because
Yes.
I don't want them just, sometimes kids just tap,
I get what
right?
you're saying. Yes.
Until they finally get it right. I like to know when or how many tries before they got it right. I don't know if that's possible.
All that is
Um,
being saved. And so that data is there. And I think by next week, maybe I think we'll have a better interface for you to see more of that thing.
Okay.
See more of that. So duration and just like sort of like what accuracy and, you know, how many tries it took. Those are things that that we can do. And they'll be there really soon.
okay, perfect.
Also, one of the cool things about this is that there's a lot of tools out there that require teacher facilitation for your students to be able to take advantage of it. And I have always had students ask me how they can improve their French over the summer. And this is the type of tool that they can just get in and start using without having to have an assignment or anything like that. They can just choose some songs they'd like to listen to improve their language skills. And there's spaced repetition for review. So they can reading Stephanie's message. So they can get in and you know, keep track of all the stuff that they're learning. I don't know if anybody in here has used Anki before or anything like that. But great tool for students to just use on their own.
My students wondered whether their powers kind of carried over, or if they could accumulate so many points so that they could upgrade powers. And I was like, okay,
That's a great
guys,
question. So your
I'll
students
find
are
out,
asking.
but
You're sorry.
Huh?
Please finish. I interrupted you.
no, they're very into gaming, and they just wanted to know if they could be earning things and upgrading powers and that kind of thing.
So that is a great question from your students. The answer is that is definitely part of our plan because you know Hall and I like games too, and so as you notice when you sign up, you kind of have an avatar, you have a character name, and we're hoping that you can level up, you can get experience, you can get those powers, right? That and those abilities that kind of make it fun. And I think what we'll try to do is add that soon, and also have that help you learn language. It's not just kind of you get a gold star. I think it's something like these powers are something that can help you maybe understand the song a little better as well, and give you some advantages.
Maybe they could get a badge or something that says, Manie Musicale master or something,
I love those achievements. Yes.
yeah, something
I love that.
fun
Yes.
like that. Or
Maybe-
rap expert if they always do rap songs or something.
Maybe before the end of the month we'll have something like that.
Yeah.
That's a great feature. Achievements and sort of more like powers, items, stuff like that. Yeah. So thank you for all the suggestions. Roxxem is we launched Roxxem for Teachers 2 weeks ago, actually, and so it's a pretty new app, and as you probably are aware from our experience today, there are things there that also need to be worked on and polished. So we're really excited. We're adding things every day. So stay tuned.
And we've got one of the inspirations for the avatars here.
Oh yeah. Holland likes dogs, so most of our avatars are dogs at the moment. We have some cats in there.
I actually sent her picture to the designer when he made the avatars, and he based it on her.
Both his dogs are or part of our avatar collection. Yes, and
Thanks.
we are sponsoring Manie as well with prizes, I believe, for the schools competition and for some other competitions.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's just nice to have the, you know, have all the songs right there in one spot. It just makes it so much easier too. So thank you.
Thanks all for joining. Hope everyone has a nice evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Merci.
It's nice of you to take the input.
Merci, bonsoir.
Merci.
Merci à tous. Au revoir. Bonne soirée.
Merci.
Au revoir.